Okay, this is 707 with I Could Be Good For You. This is a CVT lesson for Jim. Thanks, Jim. You've been turning me on to two bands. Now, I think I vaguely remember this song the more I listened to it, with Todd playing in this band. I don't know if he was on this song or not. Didn't look like it when I looked it up, but maybe he is. Fabulous song, well written. I definitely hear that Dokken was influenced by this band. I can guarantee you. Even the Don Dokken vocals, the beginning riff sounds like Dream Warriors. That's what I'm thinking of. But anyways, standard tuning, open A string. We're going to palm mute. And pay close attention to the double dots in your tabs. They're going to be important. We're going to go down, up, down, down on string 5 open. Now the chord, this is interesting. It's pretty cool. First time through, it's 2D, 4G, 2B. So it makes sense to bar that. So you'll hit that, and then 2 open A's palm muted, right back to that chord 4 times. Then back to that gallop. You're starting it over with a different chord. 3D, 4G, 2 open A's palm muted, chord, 2 open A's palm muted, chord, 2 open A's palm muted, to 5D, open G, 3B, to 4 open 3. So then in your tabs you'll see second time no star. If you look up on the first chord where he was putting the C sharp in it, that's not there the second time. Okay, I had to listen close because I almost missed it the first time, but the rhythm's the same. It's just no B string in it. Alright, moving into and that starts, 0 seconds in, section 1, 2 times. The verse, section 2 at 17 seconds, a lot of palm muting here. 5D, 7G, palm mute 8 times. And then do what I call the flatted power chord. You may want to use your pinky if you're not for the secondary note. We're going to go to 4D, keep the 7G there, and you'll go 7 times. It's actually 8, but he does a triplet. He'll go down, move it over to 3/5, up, and then 8 times there. So it's kind of tricky, man, if you want to do it just like them. Watch right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down, up, to 2, 4, 8 times. Right back to 5, 7, 8 times. To 4, 7, 8 times. And then this is kind of cool. The melody is hard to hear, but it's. Or we see. But that's basically the note that's changing within the chord. It's either a 3/4 or a 3/5. Palm muted. Or 1, 2, 3. I don't have my glasses. Let's see. So you'll lift, come back twice, lift, come back 4 times. So 2 times, second time no star, which is that end part I just played. Instead, you'll end up going 3/4 DG, let it ring, 3/5 twice, jump to this F5 power chord, 1E, 3A, triplet, down, up, down. Leading into the chorus at 47 seconds, section 3, it's an A minor, open A, 2D, 2G, 1B, open E. It goes. So you strum the A minor, and then on the A string go open 2, 3, 5, and then we gotta go to page 3, and then go 3, 2, back to the F5. just scale notes mixed in there. On the D, it's 2 open, the A, 3, 2, with the rest. So it's, and then open A to 3E, and that repeats. Okay, that whole part's 2 times. From there, it's repeats, man, for a bunch of parts. The next new part is section 4 at 203. Loving this. Reminds me of something Eddie Van Halen would have did back in the Diver Down days or something, or Rush. 775 DGB. I'm going to give you a little pointer here. Put your middle on 6G because it's going to go. I'll have to double check that in part, but you're going from a suspended to a major. Okay, so it's D, G, and B. Then lift the pinky off. If the middle's sitting down on 6G, you're good to go. Here's the deal. Take that concept and move it up a whole step. Then move it up a step and a half. Same thing. Move it up a whole step, do the same thing. So. And then from there, 7655 on the last 4 strings, it's an A major. Then on the D string, working down, 987 open. And then 12 12 10 open, D string down. So, and then the little filler riff, 12 11 12 11 on the G. I would just between the pinky and the middle. And then the 12D is already sitting there, right? So you have, and then that starts over. Okay, so that repeats. Second time no star. So you'll take off the scale notes on the end, you'll go. And you don't do the. From there, it might be the solo. Yes, it is at 218. I gotta scoot this over. Some pentatonic stuff. Now, is this Todd? Jim? I don't know. Didn't look like him, but you know, this is back in the 70s. Riff 1 here, we got 14 on the G. We're gonna bend, release, pull off to 12. It's out of E minor pentatonic. 14D vibrato to 12D. Now when I do that stuff, you know, I don't know how you do this, but I like to back it with the finger as I'm bending and releasing. And good snap on the pull off. Down up on the 12D, hammer to 14. And then 12G. And then you probably know this riff. 14G we're going to bend. I'm going to back that with the middle. 12BE. 15B twice. Bend the second one, vibrato. So it's. Okay, 224 is our next riff. 14G, bend release. Kind of a rest in at the peak there. Pull off to 12. And then 14 pull to 12. 14 pull to 12 on the D. Back to 14D, 12G, bend release with the rest at the peak. And then 14 pull to 12D, 14, 12, 14 ADA, down it down slow. Okay, let's move on to page 4. There's 5 pages in this, by the way. Slide to 12, pull to 10. So that last part from the 14A. Pick, slide, pull. 227, palm mute, go like this. Down, up, 12, 10, 12E, 10A, no palm mute. That goes 4 times. 12A, that's the 227 time stamp, by the way. 12A, which you're walking right up to it. Slide to 14. 12D down, up, hammer 14. So. And then this cool riff here, 230 in. It's the 14G bend, 12B, 12E, 15B pull off to 12. Do that 6 times. Now, whatever fingers work for you. I've seen people use the middle. and third. So it's up to you. But the riff is Jimmy Page, right? When you come off the G, make sure it drops onto the tip of the index so you don't get this. So, and the picking's important. Down, down, up, down, pull. So you get this motion almost like a sweep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15B bend, vibrato. 233, we're gonna go 5B, vibrato. Slide to 7, pick 7, vibrato, hammer to 8, pick 8, vibrato, slide to 10, pick 10, and then go 12E, slide to 14. To 12B, twice vibrato. So from the 8 on the B, it sounds like this. You see. There it is. You may want to end up with that index there if you can. 238. We're gonna go 8, pull off to 7 on the B twice. 8, 9, G. I don't know if he was going for that 8, because it almost sounded like he kind of got it. Was going for the 7G or wasn't sure, but that's what he's doing. 241, 14 on the high E. We're gonna pick, and then pick again, bend a half step, release, pull off to 12 3 times. So it's, and then 12E vibrato. 245, this is kind of interesting. It sounded like he may have had an effect in here. Also, there is a phaser in the solo. Open E, and this is alternate pick. 12th fret E, up, down, up, down, up, down. So, rest, down, up, down, up. That leads into a dive bomb on the open E. So, usually with dive bombs, people don't pick it. They use their middle finger or third finger and they do like a pull off to an open. It makes it more subtle. This part's great. Kind of reminds me of Kansas or Yes. Section 5, 249 on string 6, 02320. 2D. And then 5-4, this is down up on the D. Down on 7A, 4-5D. And then 7A slide. And one thing I did here was I was pulling up the a live concert too, because I wanted to check hand placement, and I kind of forgot. That's why you see some whiteout marks in there. In the studio, I don't think he went to 7A slide. I think he stayed on the either the 7E or the 2D. But live, he did a slide. There's no room to slide here. You only got 1 fret. So either way is cool there. That's 2 times. Second time, instead of the 7A, go to 9G. And slide. Of course, I think that was, once again, the live version. Some repeats going on. We flip over to page 5. And it's section 3, 4 times, 4th time, no star. And to finish out and place that star at 435, we've got... It's an F5 with the octave 1E, 3A, 3D. Goes 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, and do the 4, 5, 6 3 more times. You can really hear the keyboard is really dominant in there, but this fits right in it. 420 in, we have section 3, no double star, and in place of that it's 3D, 4G. And on the A string, 0, 2, 3, 2, 0. Just, you know, first 3 notes out of an A minor scale. So. There you go, Jim. Good stuff. Thank you, man. Because you've really got me on some stuff that I haven't heard, man. That doesn't happen a lot with me. If you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate you, bud. See ya.